says, in the eye of the beholder. What's even more important is that looking good is very good business. So how do you look good? From the top of your head to your heels or to the soles of your feet. How do you get it all working in such a way that you inspire confidence in people that you meet? In times past, it was the women, the female folk, who were more concerned about how they looked. They worked on their hair. They say it's our crowning glory. They love to work on their nails, do their makeup, wear nice clothes. But now you know it's no longer business as usual. Men are taking as much time or even more time putting their ensemble together, getting a great haircut, ensuring they get their manicure and their pedicure all together to ensure that they inspire confidence, and the altogether grooming is something that catches the eye and makes all of us most times want to take a second. It's a warm welcome to you to Wellness and Living. My name is Ethelma Obaze. It's your hair, it's your ensemble, it's your grooming, it's your makeup. Now tell us, what's important about the hair, and how do you get it looking good and getting that extra sheen all the time?
Actually, my daughters introduced me here.
Okay.
The salon, and since then we've had perfect attention here. When you come, they welcome you, most especially me as a mother. Everybody here calls me mama, as if I'm their mom. You know, the reception is quite okay, and also they take good care of your hair. They even advise you on what to do. The hair is a vital phenomenon in women. It's very vital. Any woman that takes care of her hair is the first point of call, then your face. Whatever thing you do and the hair is not in order, the face does not go with it. Once in 2 weeks.
Once in 2 weeks.
Because of the distance in which I'm coming from. I do henna, take care of my nails. Look good. That's why my age. You know, women, we tend to beat our age to look younger.
I'm really enjoying it because I like keeping my hair very neat. I cut my hair maybe 2-3 times in a month so that I don't get rough face. And I really enjoy barbing in a nice salon like this because they give me what I want. I normally barb low cut before, but when I discovered that some barbers, they don't know how to barb low cut very well, at times they shift my skirt to one side, so I decided to go on. This time I'm barbing now is called Afro low cut, so I decided to go on Afro low cut. Even when the barber is not perfect, you still see that my face will still look nice. So that's why I like this style I'm barbing right now. And as you can see, this barber here is a professional barber, is giving me what I want. So that's why I'm always here. For women, I will allow a woman to cut my hair if I've ever seen her performance, if I've ever seen her barb someone before. If she barb very well, why not? If she can barb and give me what I want, I will allow her to barb me.
I do for maybe twice a month, and the reason why I do that is to get rid of some dead cells in my leg and feel free and more healthy. What I'll tell them is to wake up and have a first experience. Maybe from then they will pick up the good thing, how I feel. Right, anytime I live here, it's always awesome. It always make me feel free. More than maybe when you just take your bath. It's another way you get rid of some things that you can't get rid of when you just clean yourself by your own self.
Zainab, who don't wear makeup, and she looks so fabulous. I love your look. This is what we call the natural look. Some even go as far as saying she's a natural beauty, and I must agree with them. That's totally right. To get your makeup right, sometimes we need those people who have expertise and training in makeup. We call them makeup artists. They know the color tone that you need, how to shade your eyebrows, how to put eyeliner on your eyelids, the lipstick you need, foundation, and all of that. And that's why we had a very interesting chat with one. Perhaps when you listen, you know what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and whether to go in moderation or to load it all up.
Starting off with a face primer. Primer is like a base, what comes between your skin and the foundation, because a lot of people react to foundation. So it's always good to, after your moisturizer, it's good to apply a very good primer. The primer does not only act as a base between your foundation and your skin, it also makes the makeup last longer. So we're starting by applying our primer on Rosie's face. Then we proceed to the brows. Depends on what works for you. Some people do brows after they have finished the entire makeup, their foundation and the rest. But me, I prefer starting with my brows. In fact, the whole eyes after my brows are going through eyeshadow, so that if I have any fall off on the face, I can take them off before doing my foundation. I don't go back doing the foundation twice. To apply the concealer. Then after that, I'm grabbing my blending brush. This will work perfectly on the crease. So I'm using it to apply my transition color on her crease line. some dry wood. Using the damp beauty blender to apply the foundation on my face makeup.
You're almost rounding off on this.
So this is our final, this is the outcome of what we started.
Is this me?
Of course,
That's
that's you.
Oh my God. I know most people who know me to be one person that does makeup. By the time they see me this time around, they're like, is this Rosemary? Yeah, it's me. It's me. It's me. It's me.
When we talk about grooming is the total assemble from your hair to your face, to your skin, to your nails, sometimes to the kind of clothes you wear, such that your presence can be worthy of mention. That's what we call good grooming. So, there are some people who deal with specific areas of our grooming. And we had a chat with Hajia Hadiza Ahmed. She tells us about the hair, what it entails to get it looking good and staying good. There's a lot you can learn, but that'll be only when you listen.
We have so many things. It's a salon, but we also mix with some things. So, like one-stop salon, unisex family salons. So you can come with your children, husband, and like everybody can come. And we separate the salon from men and women. Why we did that is because of the comfortability. You know, some women, when they are doing their hair, they don't like people to be coming in. I learned how to do it while I traveled to US. I did my training there. So I came to Nigeria. The time that I started the person, I don't think the person is all over. You know, Godans and Uti, all of them, they had their person in my salon. We have their section there, the section. So they will when a guy want to do his hair or something, we'll take them to the men's section. Then a girl can go there and attend to him. If it is pedicure, we also do. Some men, they like boys to do pedicure for them, and some they don't care. Women too can do it. It's their choice. We do a lot of things. So we do tattoo, henna tattoo, then the piercing that I say, and makeup, then I do facial too. But it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's a busy day for us. No, I'm the one doing the piercing. I sterilize my instrument and I advise people on their piercing area where they want to do the piercing. I will tell them the risks, and after piercing, I give them aftercare. I also do that, advise them to do what they will do till the person heal.
Okay, I'm putting the glove because of the infection, so that I won't transfer any this thing, because it's a very sensitive and it's something that will open your, it's like a wound. So I have to put this for protection. Okay. So this is a spirit. So I'm cleaning the area. Not if you remove it too close. Okay. It is only if you have thyroid disease. When you paste it, then it will get swollen. Then I think that will be the problem. As I use this sterilize, the machine is already, this thing comes in pack. So he has pin on it. He has this pin on it. With this, it comes together in the pack, seal. So you open it and clip it. So then you put the earring direct like this. You put all the earrings. So that is the safety. So it won't touch, the iron is not touching the ear. You just press it and you dispose it. Then when I'm doing it, I have to put my hand for the gap. So while I'm giving the gap, you know, some people have sensitive ear, then it will get caught.
Yes, they're getting old.
If you're getting old, yes. So it will just cut, then they will go and stitch it or something. So if I give gap, it will be still going to be easy for the ear to cut. So it's good to give gap. But some people, they will tell me to do it close, very close to each other. So, but if I did it, it will just cut when you're wearing earring. So now we are doing it. I have to leave one hand gap. So I'm doing it here. Nice one. So this is aftercare. This is salt, water, and there is a sea salt solution. So it will help it dry quickly, and it will stop the pain for some time.
Everyone likes to be told, you are looking good. You look fabulous. Wow. And to get that working, you have to learn how to blend colors, the kind of clothes to wear for different occasions, how to wear your makeup, what style fits what event, what style fits your face, and what colors best suit you. Even the shoes you wear for every outfit is also essential for the male and for the female. And that's why we did some research. We spoke with those that know and have been doing it for a long time. You know, we have these fashionistas, and we also have guys who put it together very well, and they never noticed? Well, this is what we found. I love your sambal. That's right. Everyone wants to hear that every now and again, especially on days when we want to make a big splash. It depends on the occasion. We could be attending an event where we'll take center stage, or we could be receiving an award. Wherever we're going, whoever we are meeting, it's good to put your sambal together just right. After all, they say looking good is great business, and it starts right from the top of your head, with your hair. For the natural hair, grooming entails washing, drying, combing, styling, steaming too, every now and again. Proper treatment of the hair is very essential to prevent breakage and to enable it grow well. Some ladies wear wigs, weaves, and braids. It's all part of grooming, while the men need to get a haircut regularly to avoid looking unkempt. How do you wear your hair? Wearing the right clothes for the right occasion is also essential, whether you are male or female. For example, your work clothes must be different from your celebration or party clothes. What you'd wear for the annual general meeting for your company, for example, will be different from what you wear to a wedding ceremony or a reception. What you wear must fit the occasion, or else you'd look odd. No one wants to stand out in a negative way now, or do we? In all of this, individual style must come to play. Grooming involves makeup as well, which is meant to augment one's looks. Then we must talk about the maintenance of the fingernails and the hand, and the toenails and the feet, often described as manicure and pedicure. We really ought to take good care of our skin as well. Avoid bleaching, which comes about when we use harsh chemicals, which can cause permanent damage for our skin. Whether we are dark or fair complexioned, we should take good care of our skin. Remember the cliche, dress the way you want to be addressed. Now, that should be our watchword always. I've just had a wonderful time getting my nails done, getting my hair done, getting my makeup done. It's a fantastic experience, and I'm going to the spa. That's what I'm doing next, and I feel so good about all I've done today. And I ask myself, why do I wait so long? It inspires confidence in me, and I'm able to inspire the same in others. Good grooming is essential for men and women. Don't waste too much time. Don't say I'm too busy. Don't say I don't need it. Sometimes when you're with people like you who are busy and take time to relax and unwind, either in the spa, getting your hair done, getting your nails done, you really can have some time to talk together. You can even network. Don't wait so long. Go spend some time in the spa this weekend. Go do something different that will help you to unwind and relax. Don't make it all work, 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 work. It's always a wonderful experience keeping your company on Wellness and Living, and today has been no different. My name is Thelma Obazi, and we'll be talking about grooming, your hair, your makeup, your sambal. And I've had a wonderful time. What about you? Do spend time with us on our social media handle, Wellness and Living at Nigerian Television Authority. It'll be great to see you there. The doors of communication are always open. For now, it's a wrap. Bye-bye.
NTA. You can't beat the rich.
Along a flyway, seasonally, birds migrate often north and south between breeding and wintering grounds. Many species migrate, and these occur naturally on one hand, even though out of necessity compelled by other environmental factors on the other hand. This migration carries high cost in predation and mortality, including hunting by humans. Migration is driven primarily by availability of food. It occurs mainly in the northern hemisphere, where birds are funneled onto specific routes by natural barriers such as the Mediterranean and Caribbean seas. Migration dates back to about 3,000 years. Every year, on the 9th of May, the United Nations celebrate World's Migratory Birds Day to create awareness and promote safety of birds that
and manufactured to create confusion, stir disaffection, and cause disunity. Before you believe or share any news, ask yourself.
Production started the production of Ashoke long before. It is spread over yams and shea butter are the chief articles of trade, even dating back to pre-colonial period. The Ijemo and Itoko people were the major tribes who existed in the area before the Egba's invasion in 18th century, leading to the founding of the place, now described as Abeokuta. The Egba people were originally under the control of Oyo Empire until they fought for their independence between 1775 and 1780 under the leadership of Lishabi. Lishabi is an outstanding person in the history of Egbas. He organized the attack against the Ajelis or the Laris in all Egba towns in 1780. The Ajelis were the representative of the Alafin of Oyo and collectors of the tribute paid to the coffers of Alafin from all territories under the Oyo Empire. For his prowess and warfaring nature, the whole of Egba people revere Lishabi even till today.
Lishabi represents to us the height of patriotism, of valor, of the kind of leadership that we are still praying to God to give this country today. He had his group and they helped each other in various things, particularly in farming, in building their respective houses, and so on and so forth. But he never asked them for any favor. He only told them that whenever they heard that he did something unusual, all of them should immediately do that very thing in their respective townships. We had 143 townships of Egbas at that time. And so the moment he captured and murdered the Alafin's representative, the ones collecting the shakoles in Igbeyi. As soon as he did that in Igbeyi, all members of Aro, his group, murdered all the Oloyo's representative here. And on that single day, 250 tax collectors representing the Alafin were murdered. By then, the empire itself, the Oyo Empire, had been totally weakened by internal problems. Nobody had ever been the boss of Egbaland.
After the liberation of the Egbas, they also experienced intertribal wars which ravaged the whole of Yoruba nations in the early 19th century. The lucrative nature of slave trade business during the 19th century also contributed to crisis in most Yoruba lands.
The rock is definitely more than a home for the Egba people. The Oluma Rock, which is located in Abeokuta, has come to become one of the most important rocks here in Nigeria. It's a huge tourist attraction. Aside the rock, there is also the Ogun River. The Ogun River has actually supplied the Egbas with a means of livelihood. They don't just get the waters for their daily activities from that river, they also use the water of the Ogun River for irrigation for their farming activities. Now, apart from the tourist sites you would find in that region, let's talk about people. The Egbas have a huge array of very important personalities in this great country. Now, who are some of these personalities? Find out as we continue the story.
It was in the search for safety and food production that brought the Egbas around the famous Olumo Rock, and subsequently they settled first on and around the Olumo, after which the settlement became known as Abeokuta. The Olumo was also a vantage point to monitor their enemies during the wars. Olumo Rock, which is also known as Okwadagba, was a place of shelter, which brought an end to the series of wars the Egbas fought. A reason the Olumo was described as Olufimo, meaning God has put an end to our wanderings and God has given us a home.
The Olumo Rock, otherwise known as Okwadagba, had been there before we came here in 1830. But for people who came without any shelter here to accommodate them, Olumo provided that shelter. There you have rooms and parlors, as it were, in Olumo. The meaning of Olumo to us is Olufimo, that God has put an end to our wanderings. And God has given us a home, a place of abode.
Today, Olumo Rock has become famous as a foremost tourist center in Abeokuta.
Is an historical monument, and is one of the rock one of the tourist centers in Nigeria. That people used to come, even they came from abroad, locally, within Nigeria. It's an historical monument. This is where Egba people took refuge during the Intertribal War. That was in 1830. Olumwa Rock provide homes for Abeokuta people.
This is Ogun River. It is the same river from which Ogun State derived its name. In the days of old, the river served the Egbas for their farming needs because its banks offered all the fertility required for growing many agricultural produce. Besides its usefulness for farming, Ogun River was also the main waterway that discharges into the lagoon in Lagos and was a major means of transportation. It is little wonder then that the Egba people extended as far as Ebute-Metta in Lagos State.
Ebute-Metta has been the boundary. People may dispute this, but the fact that when during the Ogun Ifole, our people moved from here to Ebute-Metta unhindered, we only show that we must have had, some claim to that place.
This is the centenary hall, which occurs always in the history of the Egbas. In 1930, the Egbas gathered in this centenary hall to mark their 100 years of settlement in Abeokuta. Today, it is a major landmark overlooking the Ake Palace. Missionary activities in Egba land dates back to the 19th century. The first mission founded were those of Baptist and Anglican. The presence of these missionaries also brought a lot of developments. The first hospital in Abeokuta was established in 1895 by the Christian missionaries. Of course, churches also sprang up fast, including this cathedral at Ake, where most Alakes worship till date. The effect of the Christian missionaries on the Egba people can also be linked to the titled Alake of Egbaland. It is believed that the advice of missionaries led to the appointment of the first Alake.
The missionaries have done a lot to bring us to where we are today. We cannot but acknowledge the good work of the missionaries, even in the establishment of, leprosarium hospitals. The first hospital in Nigeria, 1895, was established by missionaries. The first leprosarium also by missionaries. So they have done so much for us. Even the Ake stool that we have an Alake was also, a great work of the missionaries, who, when they came, met warlords in the various parts of Egba land, each one with his own army. And command and control, of course, will be nil. That was why some of them agreed to go to certain wars, others stayed at home. And those who stayed at home told those who were going for that war that if you go, you will not come back. And those who are going said, if we come back, we will not meet you. So the missionaries now called everybody and said, why don't you go back to the time when you had monarchy? And that was what led to the first Alake in Abeokuta in 1854.
The activities of the Christian missionaries also brought about the first newspaper in Nigeria, Iwe Iroyin. Henry Townsend, an Anglican missionary, is credited with the publishing of Iwe Iroyin in 1859. Today, the only reminder of that feat is this small kiosk, which is now a vendor's shop, from where the first Iwe Iroyin was first published, and the NUJ Secretariat, which is named Ile Iroyin, from which this new version of Iwe Iroyin is now published as a reminder of the old times. Western education, which was also introduced by the Christian missionaries, contributed to the intellectual achievement, growth, and development of Egba people, who are found in virtually all areas of human endeavor, including poetry, literature, and music.
Well, there are some factors that helped us to get to that level that you are talking about. Factors about our own makeup. What kind of people are we? We have always had Ewi. We had Ijala. We had Ege. So our own people have always had this life of literature, poetry, singing. And we take singing very, very seriously in Egba land.
Our history is a production of NTA Educational Television. NTA Educational Television, promoting learning.
The Egbas emerged prominent in different careers. Wole Soyinka, Nobel Laureate. Late Professor Olukoye Ransom Kuti, one-time health minister in Nigeria from 1985 to 1993. Late Chief Moshood Kashimao Olawale Abiola, MKO, acclaimed winner of 1993 presidential election. Chief Ernest Shonekon, Nigeria's interim president between August 1993 to November 1993.